Up on microphone 1, Unique New York. You need New York. You know you need unique New York. Microphone 3, we're up on microphone 3. Bim, Bins, Ben, Bins. Let's try number 2 one more time. Fire, 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 we got it. Parity makes for great competition. It makes for intriguing sporting matchups. It also creates an urgency among those caught in the parity to try to stand out, and that is exactly what we're going to see here today. Week 5 of 7 in the Grip and Rip Baseball League regular season. A triple header among 6 teams trying to escape an absolute logjam on the standings table. Well, hello once again, everybody. I'm Rance, and we welcome you into Sky Bacon Stadium, formerly U.S. Baseball Park in beautiful Ozark, Missouri, where the sun is out, the guns are out, and we are going to see 3 tremendous games of professional baseball today. It all starts with this nooner, the Moon City Mavericks at 2-2 against the equally 2-2 Nixa Suckers in a non-divisional matchup. So the Nixa Suckers right now, 2 wins against 2 defeats. They have allowed 22 runs. They have scored 34, and their 2 wins have come against their divisional rivals, the Branson Showmen and the Ozark Mountain Ducks. And so that is why the Nixa Suckers currently stand first among the 3 teams in the Grip and Rip Baseball League's South Division. Elsewhere in the South, the Showmen 2-2, the Ozark Mountain Ducks 1-3. We're going to see both of those teams a little bit later on today. At 3 o'clock, they will play each other. So, by virtue of a little mathematics, the Branson Showmen are going to be rooting for Moon City to knock off the Suckers today, thus opening the door for the Showmen to beat the Mountain Ducks and climb into first place in the South. For the Suckers, it's all about knocking off Moon City today, improving to 3-2, and maintaining that lead position in the South Division. In the North, right now, the Springfield Metropolitans stand on top, 3 wins against 1 defeat. They have scored 30 runs and allowed 20. And their wins have come against the Nixa Suckers, the Republic Locos, and the Moon City Mavericks, who sit in second place. They are 2-2, as is Republic. However, Moon City defeated Republic earlier in the season, thus giving the Space Cowboys the advantage when it comes to head-to-head criteria. After wins and losses, head-to-head is what determines a team's overall standing, both in its division and in the league when it comes time to start talking about seeding the playoffs. So Moon City, Republic, and Springfield, the 3 teams in that GRBL North. Moon City today could get a win, improve to 3-2. They could put some pressure on the Mets, but more importantly, create a little bit of distance between themselves and the Republic Locos. Turning our attention to the weather forecast, it's just absolutely a beautiful day today. Right now, sunny with a high ceiling, 73-degree temperatures. Feels actually right on the thermometer, believe it or not. That's because we've got low relative humidity at 52%, and the humidity will drop as our day goes on today. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour. From that vantage point here at the stadium, that is actually blowing from third base out toward right field. So should be a little bit of a favorable breeze perhaps for left-handed batters as I look out to the flag down the left field foul line right now. Old Glory just billowing gently a little bit out of that northwesterly breeze. But right now we've got a pretty dry field considering. There was a brief thunderstorm last night that dumped some water down on Ozark, Missouri. You really wouldn't know it by walking out on the field right now. This facility here at Sky Bacon Stadium drains fast. One of the big advantages of artificial turf is it makes your weather delays a lot shorter than they would be on natural grass. It's going to be a pretty dry surface today, a fast track for runners and for fielders. We should get plenty of good hops and true rolls throughout the day. High temperature today, just 76 degrees, so it's going to make for a beautiful afternoon to come out, bask in the sunshine without overheating, enjoy a little bit of baseball. And folks, if you have never been to a Grip and Rip Baseball League game, you've truly got to come experience live, just the live experience, just to truly get what the GRBL is all about. Yes, I am glad you're sitting at home or in your car or wherever you might be watching me right now on YouTube. But I think missing out on the live experience really just sells short what the GRBL can be. You're only a stranger one time. You will meet a lot of great people, and what GRBL Sundays tend to turn into is just kind of one big family picnic where everybody's invited. And eventually, you hang around long enough, everybody will know your name. It is a great time, and we've got a lot of specials. Admission for adults, just $5. Kids 12 and under are always free. And every foul ball that is returned to the home dugout pays out 50 cents. So, If you bring a kiddo with a good set of hands and a fleet set of feet, you can make your money back and afford a nice trip to the concession stands here at Sky Bacon in pretty short order. Quick recap of the standings for those of you just tuning in. In the GRBL North, Springfield in first, 3-1. Moon City Mavericks are second at 2-2. Republic Locos third, also 2-2. In the South, it's the Nixa Suckers, 2-2 in first position. The Branson Showmen, also 2-2, but holding down second place. And the Ozark Mountain Ducks are third at 1-3. It's Mavericks Suckers today at noon. The Ozark Mountain Ducks take on the Branson Showmen in the GRBL South today at 3 o'clock. And then in the nightcap, 6 p.m., it's baseball night in the Ozarks. The Republic Locos take on the Springfield Metropolitans. It is the Dark Empire's final appearance in prime time of 2023. That is, unless the Springfield Mets are able to get back to the GRBL championship game. Well, let's meet the starters for this one, beginning with the Moon City Mavericks. They'll be the visitors on the scoreboard today in their red jerseys with white pants, red ball caps, and black batting helmets. They will lead off thusly in left field out of Willard, Missouri. He wears number 15, Nicholas Hooper. Batting second is the best hitter on the Mavericks to date, the shortstop. He wears number 12 out of Springfield, Missouri, Harrison Broadstreet. Batting third, he's from Marshfield, Missouri, the third baseman, wearing number 7, Brady Welsh. Batting fourth out of Springfield, Missouri, from Kickapoo High School, he's the first baseman, number 13, Michael Barnes. Batting fifth is the Virginian out of Roanoke. He's the extra hitter today, number 16, Lance Kennedy. Batting sixth out of St. Peters, Missouri, the exercise physiologist and center fielder wears number 21, Joe Emery. Batting seventh is the pitcher. He will wear jersey number 8, a right-hander, out of Hartville, Missouri, Tyler Collison. Batting in the 8th spot is the right fielder wearing number 9. From Trine University, originally from Griffith, Indiana, now Springfield, Missouri, he is Jamar Avery Hart. Batting in the 9 position is the second baseman from Fairgrove, Missouri, number 5, Ryan Burks. And batting 10th, the catcher out of Springfield, Missouri, number 14, Jacob McDaniel. So it's Hooper, Broadstreet, Welsh, Barnes, Kennedy, Emery, Collison, Avery Hart, Burks, and McDaniel for the Moon City Mavericks. And for the first time, the starting battery for Daniel England's crew this season, Jacob McDaniel catching strikes from number 8, Tyler Collison. Nixa Suckers, the home club on the scoreboard, wearing gray pants, navy blue jerseys for the first time in franchise history. Little off-season switcheroo there. Navy blue hats with red bills. That will be the get-up for the Suckers today. They will lead off with their first baseman. He wears number 11 out of Cabot, Arkansas, originally from Branson, Missouri, Hayden Gibson. Batting second from University City, Missouri, number 1, starting at second base today, Tyler Jones. Batting third is the pitcher. He's number 13 out of Mount Vernon, Missouri, right-hander Josh Engler. Batting fourth is the catcher. He wears number 6 from Springfield, Missouri, Drury University, and the player manager of the Nixa Suckers, Courtney Spitz. Batting fifth from Florida, Puerto Rico, out of Park University, the shortstop, number 4, Dabisai Pizarro. Batting in the 6th spot is the center fielder. He wears number 8 from Nixa, Missouri, playing for the hometown club, Ryan Cram. In the 7th spot, one of the top hitters on the Suckers this year wears number 2 out of Kansas City, Missouri, the right fielder, Ben Wade. In the 8th spot is the third baseman. He wears number 14 out of Billings, Missouri, Wyatt Gold. In the 9th spot is the left fielder, number 5, the plumber, Brock Faulkner. And in the 10th spot, doing the extra hitting today, he is from Springfield, Missouri, number 15, Alex Locke. So it's Gibson, Jones, Engler, Spitz, Pizarro, Cram, Wade, Gold, Faulkner, and Locke for the Nixa Suckers battery. One of the all-time best to ever put it together here in the GRBL. Courtney Spitz catching pitches from Josh Engler. We will wrap it all up. Pre-game time is done, so we will bring you game time when we come back. You are watching Grip and Rip Baseball live and free for you right here all Sunday long on YouTube. Back right after this.
Redline Athletics is the Ozarks' #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
It's the Nixa Suckers and the Moon City Mavericks. Both teams 500 going into this thing. Somebody is going to walk away with a winning record when all is said and done later this afternoon. Nixa Suckers, the home club, and so that means one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of the Grip and Rip Baseball League across its 8 seasons is getting the start on the bump. An all-state athlete out of Mount Vernon High School in Mount Vernon, Missouri. Josh Engler has the ball today. So far in 2023, he's pitched 13 innings, allowed 6 earned runs on 12 hits, struck out 8 and walked 2. It's a 4.15 ERA going into this thing for Big Josh. After Mount Vernon High School, he went to Missouri Southern State University. Or check that, he went to Evangel University first in 2011. Also played there in 2012, then transferred down to Joplin at Missouri Southern State University in 2 years at the NCAA Division II level. He pitched 21 innings across 15 games, had a 3.86 ERA. with 10 strikeouts and 13 walks. By day, Josh Engler markets and sells fuel for Ozark Mountain Energy, a company that sells gasoline and diesel fuel wholesale to retail sellers and trucking companies across 7 different states. Broke into the GRBL in 2022. One of his best years, that would have been 2021 with Republic. He pitched 44 innings that year and struck out 73 batters. He had a 2.86 ERA. But flash forward, Josh Engler's won a Pitcher of the Year award and an MVP award. The one thing he has missed in 4 years of grip and rip baseball thus far, the chance to play for it all, the chance to play for that Howard Bell Trophy. So the quest for ultimate glory continues for Josh Engler. First pitch he throws to Nicholas Hooper out of Lubbock Christian University is a strike, and we are underway at 12:08 p.m. Hooper sends this one in the air, center field, back and adjusting and moving over is Cram. Looked like he had a little bit of trouble with that ball in the air, and perhaps that northwesterly breeze got a hold of it just a touch. He made it look interesting, but ultimately it's a fly out for Hooper, and it is 1 down. Here's Harrison Broadstreet. He has been one of the Mavericks' top producers this season with a bat in his hands, without question. 9 for 17, 8 singles and a double, a run batted in. He's also been hit by a pitch and has struck out just twice, so more often than not, the stand-up comic out of Hannibal LaGrange College has been putting the baseball into play. That's going to be a big key for Moon City throughout the day, coming off of a 6-2 defeat at the hands of the Branson Showmen a week ago. After talking a little bit, just chewing the fat with Moon City skipper Daniel England, his biggest takeaway from last Sunday's game was that, and I quote, or I paraphrase, we struck out 14 times. Why did I paraphrase? Well, that's because Daniel had another adverb thrown in there that describes the 14 strikeouts. Nonetheless, he was disappointed with his team's inability, seemingly, to put the ball into play on what was a very good day for the Branson Showmen and pitcher Tyler Abma. We will see him later today. The Space Cowboys have just got to move on, forget about Abma, and concentrate on hitting Josh Engler today. 2-2 to Street, lines this one in the air to left. Yes, sir, that is down. Harrison Broadstreet has 10 base hits, becoming the first player in 2023 to reach double figures in the hit column, and he is on in the first inning. So 1 down and a man on for Brady Welsh. Welsh, now a baseball coach in Hartville, Missouri, originally from Marshfield. Played minor league baseball, was a pitcher predominantly with the Danville Braves, that's high A level in the Atlanta Braves farm system. Also spent 3 years at Arkansas State University. Welsh looked at a strike from Engler to start off. Josh sends a fastball. This is chopped in the air. Engler off the mound with it. Throw over to Gibson in time for the out. So a 1-3 puts the second out on the board. It does move Harrison Broadstreet up into scoring position for the Mavericks' first baseman, Michael Barnes. He was also predominantly a pitcher at the college level, both at Fort Scott Community College and at Drury University. However, in 2023, Michael Barnes has been a hitter. 7 for 13, a triple, and a team high 3 runs batted in. Broadstreet's got a big lead off of second base. Jones back to hold. Engler now steps off and throws. Oh, and then Jones lost the baseball. The throw was on the button. Broadstreet's going to run, throw to third in time for Wyatt Gold to get the tag down. Ryan Cram did a great job covering up for that mistake and gunning down Harrison Broadstreet at third base. The old 8-5 comes into play. 0-0. Headed to the bottom of the first. A lot of great baseball left to go today. We are just underway. Plenty of time for you to get on out here and enjoy it with us at US Baseball Park. But if you can't do that, sit back and relax. Enjoy streaming coverage on YouTube, sponsored by Central Bank of the Ozarks.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
So in an effort to shake things up a bit and just give the kid a chance, manager Daniel England will start right-hander Tyler Collison on the mound for the first time in 2023. Collison, out of Hartville, Missouri, lives now in Marshfield. He went to Evangel University. So far in his grip and rip career, the rookie has pitched 4 innings, has not allowed an earned run. He has given up 2 hits, struck out 7, and walked 1 batter. Collison's last outing against the Springfield Mets, he pitched 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, struck out 4, walked 1 through 39 pitches, and 27 of those were for strikes. So when given the opportunity, Lil Murph has been putting the biscuit in the basket and filling up that strike zone. He'll face Hayden Gibson, Tyler Jones, and Josh Engler for the Nixa Suckers here in the bottom of inning number 1. 0-0 is the score live at Sky Bacon Stadium. It's the GRBL Sunday triple header. Rance Burger bringing it to you live today. Here's Gibson, originally out of Branson, Missouri, a multi-sport athlete. 2 for 10 so far in 2023, but his on-base percentage much better. Just a house of fire as of late. Had a 4 for 5 performance at the plate a week ago. Fortunately for Jones, it came in defeat at the hands of the Springfield Metropolitans. But right now, 6 for 10 for the campaign, a couple of RBIs, a double, and 3 runs scored. Whoa, 3-0 as Jones looked at that one way high and way tight. Next pitch caught the inner half. That's a Steerike thrown. Our umpires for this one from the Mid-America Umpires Union, Wesley Hughes and Charlie Foley. We have had Charlie Foley out here before, but I believe we have not seen Wesley Hughes this season. Grounder to second base. That's an out for the Mavericks. Nice job there by their second baseman. That is, wait, don't tell me, Ryan Burks getting the start today. Sorry, I usually say, hey, that's Tyler Collison, but Collison is on the mound, so it's a little bit of a shake-up and an opportunity for Ryan Burks as well, getting the start at second base. Nothing and 1 to the pitcher, Josh Engler. Don't let that fool you. He is not pitcher only. Matter of fact, he is 7 for 15 with a triple and 4 runs batted in this season. And that was coming off of a tough night against the Springfield Mets. Before that, numbers were even better for Josh. Two and 2 with 2 down. Tyler Collison peers over the glove, gets the sign from Jake McDaniel and fires. He struck him out with a change. Great stuff by Tyler Collison to get his first strikeout of the day, and it sends us to inning number 2, scoreless. Mavericks and Suckers back with more right after this.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy?
I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga.
You do yoga?
Every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8.
Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome!
No surprises here. Josh Engler back on the hill for Nixa. I would suspect he's going to get the nod to go 5 innings today, provided he can keep the wheels on the car and everything moving in the proper direction. A little bit of a storyline for the Nixa Suckers is the status of right-handed pitcher Logan Wiley. Appeared to tweak his hamstring running down to first base a week ago, late in a loss to the Springfield Metropolitans. So Wiley's status as a pitcher for later in this game a little bit uncertain. So here's Michael Barnes. He was up in the first when Harrison Broadstreet was caught trying to advance on a mistake. So Barnes gets his first tried and true at-bat this time. Clean sheets, nobody out in the top of the second. It's a scoreless ball game. Michael Barnes puts this one in the air to left field. That is going to drop down for a base hit. Extra bases for Mikey B. Stands up with a double and points to the dugout to add a little emphasis and get the boys fired up. Michael Barnes into scoring position just like that, with a well-hit ball into left center, nobody out, and a golden opportunity for Lance Kennedy, big number 16. I think he just went out and cut a tree limb out of something in the backyard, brought it to the park today, and is swinging that. There's a grounder that is misplayed on the infield, and everyone will advance and reach safely. E6. And it's first and third, nobody out for Joe Emery, Joey franchise. Joey franchise is 4 for 17 with a double and a pair of runs batted in. Looking to cut down on strikeouts as this season continues. He has been rung up 6 times and walked just once. 0-1 following a foul ball off the net. Right side. Suckers in the first base dugout today. Mavericks in the visitors' third base dugout here at Sky Bacon Stadium. Swing and a looper. That's going to go foul. Kind of over the head of Emery's teammate Scott Wilson, who's down there coaching first base at the moment. We will likely see Wilson come on and pitch before this one is done. 0-2. Emery swings and chops this one. It's going to go foul. Third base side, and it's actually fielded by the base runner, Michael Barnes, in foul territory. Perhaps a little ill-conceived, but he's having fun down there. No doubt about that. So we'll do another 0-2 pitch. Fourth pitch of the sequence to Emery is a fastball low. Engler tried to make Joe Emery go over the top. But Joe read that well out of the pitcher's hand, so he's crawling back into it. 1-2. Next offering is a breaking ball, swung on and lined hard, but it's a hard liner right at the left fielder Faulkner for the Suckers. They get it onto the infield in the hurry. The throw is offline, however, and Michael Barnes is able to slide under the tag of the catcher Courtney Spitz. 1-0 Moon City. It goes down in the books as a sac fly to left for Joe Emery. Big RBI there, and it is 1-0 for the Space Cowboys. Now the pitcher Tyler Collison will get to help his cause a bit. Runner on first and 1 out for Lil Murph. This is swung on and hit to the shortstop. Pizarro gets it to Jones for the first out. He was falling over and losing the ball, so the double play is not happening. The Suckers do turn the 6-4 fielder's choice instead. So Collison is down. And it'll bring up Jamar Averyhart, the right fielder, originally from Griffith, Indiana, now resides in Springfield, Missouri. He's 33 years old and went to Trine University. He's 1 for 9 with a double in 2023. Swings and lifts this one. It's blooped, and it will get down. A Texas leaguer just over the head of the first baseman Gibson. And oh no, we've got a rundown between second and third. King Owens was the pinch runner, and he is tagged out. Got a little overzealous rounding second. Wipes a good thing off the scoreboard. That is what you call A base running mistake, played and simple. Owens tagged out. Mavericks do go to the bottom of the second with a 1-0 advantage. A sac fly RBI by Joe Emery, following an absolute blast of a double off the bat of Michael Barnes. Mavericks take the field. Suckers will try to answer right after this.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Tyler Collison back to the hill. Face it, a meaty part of the order. Courtney Spitz, Dobby Pizarro, Ryan Cram due up for the Nixa Suckers. So it was a 1-2-3 inning for Collison to get the game started. We will see what Lil Murph can do. Second time out. The nickname comes from the strange resemblance he bears to a grip and rip veteran, the two-time MVP Clay Murphy, to the point where the guy batting actually for the Suckers, Courtney Spitz, mistook Collison for Murphy in rather hilarious and insistent fashion at a GRBL open workout in the preseason. Spitz ahead here, 2-0. Yeah, Collison, it's a same body type as Clay Murphy, but wears the high socks, wears number 8, throws sliders, a lot of the same things that Clay Murphy does. Thus the nickname Lil Murph. He's down 3-0 here, and he ran that one onto the inner half for Spitz, who pulled the hips back trying to sell ball 4. Instead, the man in charge, Wesley Hughes, hit him for a strike. That swung on and popped back over the screen. And that's going to go on to the upper concourse. So we are full up. Collison battling back from 3-0. Now in a full count against Courtney Spitz for the Suckers, who is 5 for 14 on the season. Swings and grounds this one right side. That's going to get into the glove of Ryan Burks, who then makes a stumbling, bumbling, backhanded feed, but it doesn't matter how they got there. It still counts. Michael Barnes able to catch that feed and step on the bag for the out. Ryan Burks, well, it was not beautiful, but it was effective, I guess. We'll give him that. Dobby Pizarro stands in for the Fish. Product of the Carlos Beltran Baseball Academy in Puerto Rico. Two for 12 this season. Pizarro, the on-base percentage is .333. He has walked and been hit by a pitch one time each. Looked at a slider outside from Collison, who has once again fallen behind here 2-0. Collison not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes so far, but is battling. This is swung on and lifted in the air to right. Avery Hart at a full sprint, and he, oh my goodness, could not come up with it. He's back in the corner, fires into Burks, and Dobby Pizarro is going to have himself a triple out of that. Standing up, and I can't help but feel for Jamar Avery Hart. He was perhaps 4 inches away from catching that ball at a dead sprint. But instead, a favorable drop for Dobby Pizarro, and he is in scoring position, 90 feet away from tying the ball game for Nixa. Ryan Cram at the dish. Nixa just got its first hit off of Collison. Cram 3 for 15, a double and 2 runs batted in. He's also scored twice. Swung at a high fastball there to fall behind. Mavericks infielders playing in, looking to keep the score 1-0 in their favor. That's a fastball up and out. Looked like a similar idea to the pitch before it, though this one off the plate. 1-1. That was inside. Cram took a defensive posture and ended up fouling the baseball around the net and into the seats first base side. So Collison ahead of Cram in the count, 1-2. 1-0 ball game in the second inning. Breaking ball, no. Too high. 2-2. Collison sets, brings it up from behind his ear, and then he hit Cram right in the lower back. So Ryan Cram plunked aboard. And this is a very dangerous situation for the Mavericks as they face Ben Wade. Ben Wade out of St. Pius X High School in Kansas City, 8 for 15 on the season. That is a .533 average. It's a stolen base, uncontested for Ryan Cram. Jake McDaniel faked the throw to second, efforting to bait the runner at third, Pizarro, but Dobby Sy not fooled. So now it's 2 runners in scoring position with 1 down for the Suckers. Wade swings and fouls this one off. That's going to get all the way up and beyond the concession stand on the first base side on the upper concourse. So 1-1 to Wade. Now lives in Springfield, Missouri. Just graduated, as a matter of fact, from Missouri State. Woo! Breaking ball way up and in. Wade ducks. Keep that one out of the ear hole on his batting helmet. Fastball. This is lifted in the air to right. Avery Hart tracking it back. It's over his head. This will score 2 for the Nixa Suckers, maybe more. Ben Wade standing up at third, a 2 RBI triple. It is 2-1. Nixa in front. That is the 9th base hit for Ben Wade in 2023. The rookie, I mean, forget about Rookie of the Year. He's contending for the batting title right now and looking to add to the lead as he stands on third base for Wyatt Gold. Wyatt Gold, the flatbed trailer salesman out of Mineral Area College. He's from Billings, Missouri. That's in the Christian County Panhandle. Very accomplished high school baseball player at Billings. Matter of fact, was selected as a first-team All-USA Ozarks member by the Springfield News Leader his senior year of high school. Inside-out swing lifts this one foul into the seats first base side. It's going to stay on the lower level. Actually caromed all the way back down on the grassy berm that sits beyond the seats first base side, but it's still in the park. 1-2, broken bat, and a single nonetheless. Wyatt Gold's first base hit of 2023 is an RBI, and it puts the Nixa Suckers ahead 3-1. Good piece of hitting there by Wyatt Gold, staying in against Tyler Collison, who just got a talking to from his shortstop Harrison Broadstreet. So with a runner on first, Mavericks fielders rather, move back to standard depth on the infield. Brock Faulkner swings and fouls one back. And the plumber, who now resides in Nixa, Missouri, is 2 for 8 for the campaign. Had his first and second hits of 2023 just a week ago. Came into the season in the GRBL as a career .238 hitter with a .304 on-base percentage. Big caveat there is that Brock last played in the league in 2019. Took 3 seasons off and then came back out, tried out, and got selected here in 2023. Looked at a strike there. He is down 0-2. Wind and a pitch from Collison that is upstairs. Not a bad thought on an 0-2 pitch, but Brock Faulkner kept the bat on the shoulder. So it's 1-2 now. Here's a check throw. Oh, goodness. Collison overthrew the first baseman, Michael Barnes, thus allowing Wyatt Gold to take off and swipe second. So another runner goes into scoring position for Nixa with just 1 out. We are in the bottom of what's been a big second inning for the Suckers. Nixa started the season red hot, a pair of victories. They have since lost 2 games and also had to stew on defeat over the course of the Labor Day holiday break. So it has been a while since the Suckers have won a ball game. It's weighing on them. Great reach out and catch by the right fielder, Jamar Averyhart. He's had a rough inning, but he's really making up for it with catches like that. Full extension over the shoulder on the run. Jamar Averyhart takes one away from Brock Faulkner. It puts 2 outs on the board, and it makes the situation a lot more manageable for the mound man Collison. Facing the number 10 man in the order for Nixa, Alex Locke. 1 for 6 for the campaign with a couple of walks as well. Alex Locke out of Springfield, Missouri. Finished out his college golf career at Missouri State University. Started at Maryville University in the St. Louis Metro. Counts even 1-1. The rookie Collison dealing to the rookie Locke. Fastball high and tight. Two and 1 for Alex. Just celebrated his first anniversary here at the stadium a week ago, as a matter of fact. Alex and his wife Gabby, both accomplished athletes for the Glendale High School Falcons in their day. Deuces, that's outside. It's now 3-2. Locke working the count full, 2 outs on the board, and the runner Wyatt Gold on second base. 3 runs this inning for the Suckers. Collison trying to fire his way out of it. That's high, and Alex Locke will get the free pass. He walks for the 3rd time in 5 games. Very keen eye for the zone for a guy who's been out of baseball since he was a freshman in high school. Speaking of drawing walks, here's Hayden Gibson, one of the best at it here in the GRBL. He's walked 4 times already, averaging 1 a game. Pitch was in the dirt to McDaniel. Thought about trying to get Gold at third, then thought about Alex Locke, ended up just holding it, and so both runners advance. Lefty Gibson looks at one up and out of the zone with first base unoccupied. Nixa batters doing what they can to try to extend this thing and chew their way through Tyler Collison. It's 3-0 now. Well, without question, Tyler Collison a little bit rattled. 3-0. There's a strike right over the middle. So Hayden Gibson, when he's not playing baseball and shrinking strike zones, Works for a chimney cleaning company. This is chopped on the infield. Ryan Burks with it at second, and he overthrows Barnes at first. 1 run scores. Locke comes home. It is 5-1 for the Nixa Suckers. Second error for the Mavericks is a costly one, to the tune of 2 runs coming aboard. 5-1. Starting to get bowling shoe ugly for the Mavericks here in the early going. Headed into the heart of the order for Nixa. Tyler Jones grounded out to second first time. So 6 for 11 in 2023 is TJ. 48 hits and 33 runs batted in his career. Trying to be the next man to join the GRBL's Elite 50 hit club. Fastball swung on. Oof. Jones just didn't look comfortable doing any of the movement that just transpired there. All tied up. So yes, just 5 players in 8 seasons of Grip and Rip baseball have recorded 50 hits. Tyler Jones trying to become the 6th. That ran in. He won't do it this AB. He needs 2. Hanging out at 48 for the moment, but trying to join some of his good friends and his arch nemesis Skylar Carter, the league's all-time leader. Here's a jam shot swung on. That will tail foul, 1 hop over the Mavericks dugout and into the seats. Then it's Caleb Cole, Jared Brashler, Jared Fox, and Jacob Carlson. The 5 players who have recorded 50 base hits in their careers. And yes, I know it sounds like a small number in relation to baseball, but when you only play 8, 9, or 10 games a season, 50 hits represents strong consistency over time. The 2-2 is up and out, so the count's full. Pitch economy starting to wear on Tyler Collison here in inning number 2. 2 outs. Full house, payoff pitch. Runner goes. That's up and out of the zone, and Collison has walked Tyler Jones. He's hit a batter and walked 2 this inning. Bring up Josh Engler. He is the 10th Suckers batter to come to scratch this inning. Struck out last time. So Josh now 7 for 16 for 2023. He's got runners on first and second to work with. Breaking ball dips across the outer half of the strike zone for a strike call. Back to the breaking ball goes Collison. That was down and in on the inner half, and Engler has fallen down 0-2. Collison looks back at the runner. Gibson now brings it home. That's low and in. So 1-2. Activity in the Metropolitan's pen. Scott Wilson, a lefty, up and throwing as Engler fouls one back. That's off the roof of the press box behind home plate. So Scott Wilson getting warm with purpose. If Tyler Collison, I suspect, can't put the fire out right here. The 1-2 breaking ball swung on. This is lined up the middle. Instead, it is the 8th base hit for Josh Engler in 2023. Gibson will hold up at third, so that loads him. Single in to center field. So for the second time this inning, Nixa catcher Courtney Spitz comes to the plate. With the bases juiced, and Nixa in the lead this time. Suckers have scored 5 runs since the skip last batted. It's been the big one here in inning number 2. And here we go. Daniel England, the Mavericks manager, out, I suspect, to go and get his starting pitcher, Tyler Collison. And yet, wasting no time, no hemming and hawing around, he takes the baseball, and it will be a Henry's Towing pitching change for the Nixa Suckers. They're going to bring in the left-hander out of Miller, Missouri. Scott Wilson will come on to throw in what is most definitely an unscheduled Henry's Towing pitching change for the Moon City Mavericks. So the Mavericks, I know, were looking forward to the start for Tyler Collison. He had a 1-2-3 first inning. Looked beautiful to start. But then the Suckers piled it on and did so with the bottom 2/3 of the order. A triple for Dobby Pizarro. Ryan Cram got hit by a pitch. Then Ben Wade smacked a 2 RBI triple just beyond the reach of the right fielder. It was a broken bat single for Wyatt Gold. Then Alex Locke drew a walk on the bottom side of the order. A walk to Tyler Jones and a single by Josh Engler creates the situation we're in now. Should also throw in a couple of errors committed by the Mavericks, not helping their cause. So some of those runs charged to Collison are most certainly going to be of the unearned variety. However, I doubt right now that's going to make Lil Murph feel any better. So Scott Wilson, let's tell you about him. Originally out of Neosho, Missouri, wears number 2. He has played for the Nixa Suckers at a previous stop in his career. He was a member of the Ozark Mountain Ducks his rookie year in 2021. So far in 2023 with Moon City, he has pitched 4 2/3 innings, not allowed an earned run. He has given up 1 hit, struck out 3, and walked 3. So I suspect we will see Nixa continue to try to work counts and try to fill up Scott Wilson's pitch counts. Last outing against the Showmen, Scott Wilson was very good. 3 scoreless innings. No hits allowed. First pitch to the lefty, Courtney Spitz, is a swinging strike. So again, bases loaded. Suckers are up 5-1. Bottom of inning number 2. Wilson from the chest. Fastball gets away from the catcher McDaniel. The Mavericks cover it quickly, but the runner Hayden Gibson stays put at third. Making a judgment call in the moment not to press the issue. 2 outs on the board, up 5-1. Could have gone either way, but Gibson, feeling like Jacob McDaniel had a good read on it and a favorable path to a play at the plate. The 1-1. Wilson works back inside against Spitz, who took a hack and missed. One and 2. And Wilson crossed up. This is Wilson and McDaniel having a problem with signals. So Wilson back to the rubber. Comes set from the chest. Ran that one in, and Spitz ripped it down the right field line. Just foul off the wall. Goodness. A loud, loud strike off the bat of Courtney Spitz. He is 5 for 14, coming off his best GRBL season ever. 14 hits, a home run, 2 inside the park homers, and 2 triples. Spitz with 4 runs batted in so far in 2023. Another 1-2, got him looking. Wilson ran a slider over the plate, and down goes Spitz. 5 runs in the second inning by the Nixa Suckers, and they lead 5-1. Moon City has got some answering to do, and we'll see it when we come back.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sarnia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Well, Nixa Suckers ace Josh Engler pitches with a hefty bit of insurance in the bank. It is a 5-1 advantage for the Nixa Suckers as we roll into the top of the third. 5 runs scored in the bottom of the second with hits from Pizarro, Wade, Gold, and Engler himself. 2 RBIs for Ben Wade and 1 for Wyatt Gold by way of a broken bat single. Wyatt Gold back at the hot corner at third base this inning. It'll be the outfield pressed into action. Well, no, it won't. Tyler Jones, normally an outfielder, ranges back from second base to make the catch on that lazy flyer from Ryan Burks to get out number 1 of inning number 3. He's going to bring up the number 10 man in the order, Jacob McDaniel, the Mavericks catcher. Jake McDaniel, Springfield, Missouri native. Went to Kickapoo High. 1-4-7 this season. Looked at one there, it's 1-1. McDaniel has played for the Showmen and the Mountain Ducks previously in his GRBL career. This is year number 4 for Jake McDaniel. Year number 4 in the Grip and Rip League, that is. Bouncer in the dirt, no harm done with nobody on. It is 2-2 to the Mavericks catcher McDaniel. Josh Engler has allowed a 1 earned run thus far. Three hits for the Mavericks. 3-2 count here. Engler fired a fastball. That did not sound good off the baseball bat. That is probably a casualty. And Engler with a great athletic play running off the mound, as that ball had all sorts of spin on it. But Engler makes the catch on the run for the out. So 2 down, back to the top of the order goes Moon City. It brings up the Willard, Missouri native Nicholas Hooper, the master's degree student at Missouri State University, who played college ball at Jefferson College and then went out of state to Lubbock Christian University in Texas. The Hoop Daddy 6 for 17 in his GRBL rookie year. It's been a good one. A double, a walk, and a run scored to go with it. It's been a little bit feast or famine for Hooper, which is actually common for rookies. He has struck out 6 times. But when he is hitting, he's hitting. Here's a grounder, third base side, 1 bounce. It's off the glove of the third baseman Wyatt Gold. Let's see what the guys in charge have to say about it. It is a hit, an infield single for Nicholas Hooper, and I think that's a fine call. Get the guy his 7th hit in 5 games. So Nick Hooper on for Harrison Broadstreet with 2 down, and Harry B has been a man-child, 10 for 18 in 2023. Give that a little perspective. He had 10 hits with the Metropolitans a season ago. He was 10 for 31, so not quite, but almost doubling his offensive output. And he's going to keep on trucking. This is lined the opposite way out into right. It's recovered by the right fielder Wade, but not before the runner Hooper will take advantage of a short pause and motor to third base. So Harrison Broadstreet leads the GRBL in hits with 11 of them. Yes, 11 of them in 5 games. And a 2-out rally afoot perhaps for Moon City. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and Brady Welsh stands in. Well, we know how good Welsh can be as a hitter. We saw it his rookie year with the Nixa Suckers when he was 14 for 38. So far in 2023, 4 for 10. Actually 4 for 11. He grounded out to Engler, the pitcher, last time. So Brady would like to get his 4th RBI of the campaign right here, right now, with his Mavericks trailing 5-1. Fastball swung on. He is gonna get it. Speak it into existence, perhaps. That was well hit out into right field. That will score a run. It will advance a runner to second, and it will keep the inning alive for Moon City. All good things for Brady Welsh, who makes the score 5-2. Sucker still in front momentarily. Here's Michael Barnes, who doubled out to left center field last time. And so Barnes is 8 for 14 for the campaign. Harrison Broadstreet's been very good. Michael Barnes has been sort of the 1A in terms of hitting for City. It's just hard to believe he was a pitcher only at the college level. He has proven himself as a contact hitter in this league. 9 for 25 a season ago, but absolutely smashing it here in 2023. 3-0 to Michael Barnes. Engler throws a 4-seam fastball for a strike. So with a 3-1, we'll see if he goes back to his changeup or perhaps a slider. That was the change, but that was up and out of the zone. So Michael Barnes takes the free pass, and the rally continues for the Mavericks. They've got the bases loaded, and Lance Kennedy standing in. Kennedy is 3 for 11, 3 doubles. So when Lance Kennedy gets a hold of it, it goes. Checked it there and looked at a strike. He is from Roanoke, Virginia, where he went to William Byrd High School. Once hit 3 homers and batted in 8 runs in a single game there. That was in 2007. Hit .500 as a high school senior, and then went to Patrick and Henry Community College in Martinsville, Virginia. Swung on, missed there. Did play baseball at Patrick and Henry. In 2009 rather, 22 of 89, and batted in 20 runs in 32 games. So he was a producer. This is popped way, way, way up on the infield. Hayden Gibson, the first baseman, hauls that in. Well, his other position is right field, and you can see why, as he hauls in that towering shot off the bat of Lance Kennedy. So the Mavericks do get a run across. Base hits for Hooper and Broadstreet, and an RBI off the bat of Brady Welsh cuts the advantage. It is 5-2 Suckers, headed to the bottom of inning number 3.
Redline Athletics is the Ozarks' #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Rance Berger back with you live. Scott Wilson back to the mound for the Moon City Mavericks, who trail the Nixa Suckers 5-2. Bottom of the third inning. On tap here, it'll be Dobby Pizarro, Ryan Cram, and Ben Wade for the Suckers this inning. Pizarro tripled last time up off of the right-handed starter Tyler Collison, but here comes his first look at the lefty Scott Wilson. Dobby swings at a fastball, fouls that one off into the seats on the first base side. This is swung on and hit into left field. It goes. It's a base hit for Dobby Pizarro. Now 2 for 2 on the day, so perhaps shaking off a little bit of a slump. El Chavo. Dinero. Money. Dobby Pizarro is aboard for Ryan Cram. So Cram got hit by a pitch right in the lower back and may, as a matter of fact, still be feeling the effects of taking that fastball just above the belt line in the second inning. 0-1 here. Wilson threw him a changeup, swung on and popped. It's going to stay on the surface, but a tough read. And catcher Jacob McDaniel not able to track that one to haul it in. So instead, strike 2, and Ryan Cram, the 22-year-old HVAC installer, stays in the hunt. Ryan Cram represents the third time we've had father-son players here in the GRBL. His father, Josh, last played in the league in 2018. And to answer the trivia question, the other two father-son pairings, Skylar and Todd Carter, or Todd and Skylar Carter, I guess, Todd being the elder, and Dale Shelton and his son Levi did it with the Branson Showmen in 2021. They actually, the Carters and the Sheltons both played together, so a little bit of a different situation here for the Crams, but always cool nonetheless. Cram swung over strike 1. It is a dropped third strike, and so Scott Wilson gets the strikeout. Oh no, and they will not award first base to Cram. Suckers fans not liking that call, so it is not a dropped third strike call. It is an advancement for Pizarro on a passed ball, I guess. This one gets away from Ben Wade. That's a wild pitch. And so that will move Pizarro up to third. Another one running in on the hands of the right fielder Ben Wade, who is ahead 2-0. Wade hit a 2 RBI triple last time, swung at this one as Wilson fired a slider that was running in on his hands. So 2-1 to Wade, who is now 9 for 16 with 2 triples. It is a very, very nice rookie campaign. Curveball there did not catch any part of the strike zone. It's 3-1. So Ben Wade 22, Scott Wilson 40, I believe. 3-1 pitch up and out. So Ben Wade gets the free pass, keeping that on base percentage in good shape. First and third now for the Suckers, who have a chance to pad their lead with Wyatt Gold. He had a broken bat RBI single last time, so with a new stick in his hands, Wyatt Gold now 1 for 9, looking to take off. Wilson ran that one way in, and Ben Wade, with that football running back speed, takes off and takes second base. Didn't even watch Wilson throw the first offering to Gold to get the timing down. Wade just took off. 1-0, that's out of the zone. Suckers have manufactured 3 runs today. They also brought a couple across on an error in the second inning. Currently enjoying a 5-2 advantage, looking to add to it with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Wilson with a 2-seam fastball for a strike. That was a great pitch. He's going to have to make a few more great pitches to get his way out of this. 3-1 to Gold. Breaking ball turned on down the line. That is foul. Looked nice coming off of the bat, but very quickly tailed foul as it's headed down the left field line. About 6 feet wide of where Wyatt Gold needed it to be. So we're full up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third for the Suckers. Wilson's pitch swung on and lifted foul. Scott went back to the 2-seamer. He's trying to start it in the middle and run it to the outer half. It's a good idea, but Wyatt Gold just got enough contact to send that over the screen. Another 3-2. Got him looking. Down on strikes he goes. That looked like the same fastball. Slightly better location, and Scott Wilson has his 3rd strikeout of the day. So 2 outs are on the board. Brock Faulkner is the batter. The plumber, originally from Park Hills, Missouri. Family moved, and he finished out his high school career at Logan Rogersville in 2005. Reached out and missed that one in the dirt there. Started off season 2 of the GRBL. That was 2017. He was a member of the Queen City Slickers. Had a good year. Those days of the GRBL being a fledgling experiment. He was 8 for 24 in 2017, hit .333. 0-2 to Faulkner. Wilson fires, two-seamer, that's down. So we're starting to see Wilson more and more go to that fastball with 2 strikes. See if he tries it again. 1-2 to Faulkner. Wilson from the chest. That was another two-seam, and that was another ball down below the knees of the Nixa left fielder Brock Faulkner. So deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on. Wilson fires. Another heater. That is dropped, but that is a strikeout as McDaniel applies the tag. So Scott Wilson has struck out 4 batters. Matter of fact, all of his outs have come by way of the K. So the score is 5-2. Nixa Suckers out in front of the Moon City Mavericks, who will try to put up some runs when we go to inning number 4.
If you and I knew plumbing, you and I would never need to call United Plumbing, UNITED. But you and I can't fix a pipe or a faucet filled with lime, so we always call United, and they're there right on time. You and I once tried it, then decided to call United, treating you and I the way you and I would want to be. So call United Plumbing, UNITED. United Plumbing.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
U.S. Baseball Park in Ozark, Missouri. Joe Emery, the St. Peters, Missouri native, stands in the right-handed batter's box to face Josh Engler. And the first managerial decision of the day of cause for Suckers skip Courtney Spitz is to leave Josh Engler on the mound to start this 4th inning, thus applying the 3+ designation to his starter, with the Suckers ahead 5-2. So the Suckers will still have to make 2 Henry's Towing pitching changes before this one is over, and any pitcher who enters the game from this point forward will be restricted to no more than 3 innings of work. Josh Engler ahead of Joe Emery here, 1-2. Truman State University graduate Joe Emery. Down on strikes. So Scott Wilson, who entered the game to replace Tyler Collison on the pitcher's mound, will also bat in Collison's position in the order. Scott's been swinging a pretty good bat so far in 2023. 3 for 7, a triple and 3 runs batted in. Struck out once. Into the left-handed batter's box goes the Cattleman. Swung on, missed there at a Josh Engler slider. Took a healthy cut, but nothing doing. 1-1. Caught the inner half against the lefty. Engler fired the 4-seamer. Ball and 2 strikes to the Moon City pitcher. Tried the slider that time. Wilson did not chase it. Now it's 2-2. Same pitch, same result. Ball 3. So count is full, and Wilson asks for time. Takes a moment to adjust those white batting gloves. Now he's back in. Bat on the shoulder, Engler rocks and ran it in. Josh Engler hopping up and down in frustration. He wants that one back. Stayed in his hand a split second too long. And high-octane Engler frustrated with himself there, issuing the walk, his second of the game. Here's Jamar Averyhart. He singled last time. And Collison has come on to run for Scott Wilson. So courtesy runners are allowed in the GRBL for pitchers and for catchers. In this case, Collison can run for Wilson because Collison started the game in what is now Wilson's position in the batting order. Averyhart looked at a strike, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 1 out, 1 on for Moon City, trailing by 3 runs. Engler fires a fastball outside to Averyhart. 1-2. Josh from the belt when he goes to the stretch position. Averyhart reached out and got under that one. It's going to just get onto the outfield grass where the second baseman, Tyler Jones, is there to field it and get the outs. So that second out is going to bring up Ryan Burks, the electrical lineman from Fairgrove, Missouri, who now lives on the other side of Greene County in Ash Grove. He went to North Arkansas College. Slider for a strike from Josh Engler to start off Ryan Burks, who is 2 for 9 in 2023. There's a fastball that's up the middle. Engler gloved it, lost it, recovered. Throw to Gibson is right on the button in plenty of time. So nice adjustment there from the Nixa mound man, Josh Engler. He walked a man on, but nothing more. And the Suckers maintain a 5-2 advantage in the score column. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball. It is the Sunday triple header coming at you right after this.
I need a change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's hot yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Scott Wilson wears number 2 back on that pitcher's mound, firing left-handed heat for the Moon City Mavericks in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nixa Suckers lead 5-2. Non-divisional game for both of these clubs, who came into today's game with identical win-loss records, 2-2. Stakes a little bit different. Nixa presently has the first place position in the GRBL South. So Nixa could improve to 3-2 today with a win and effectively maintain first place. But a win for the Mavericks would not necessarily guarantee P1 in the GRBL North, but it would certainly help Moon City's cause in the overall playoff picture. So it's a 7-week regular season. This is week 5. The two division winners in the Grip and Rip League receive the number 1 and number 2 seeds in the playoffs. And they get first round buys, effectively automatic berths in the playoff semifinals. Everybody makes the Howard Bell Trophy playoffs, but the bottom 4 of 6 teams in the league have to play in the elimination round. From those eliminators, 2 teams to go on to play the division winners in the semifinals, and it's all seeded with what you would call flex bracketing, I guess. So number 1 seed will always play the lowest seeded team and will always have the home team's position. And even though it's a site-specific baseball league, those of you who know baseball know there's still a little slight thing as home field advantage, even in site-specific play. So that is what all of these clubs are playing for, position and favorable seeding in the playoffs. 2-1 pitch to Alex Locke, dipped into the zone for a strike. Locke, the extra hitter for the Suckers today, in the number 10 position in the order. It'll be Locke, Gibson, and Jones this inning for the Fish. 2-2 pitch from Scott Wilson. Breaking ball. Locke sat back on it, grounded to third. Brady Welsh had to hurry, but his throw across to first baseman Michael Barnes is in time to get the out. Nice piece of fielding there from Brady Welsh, who was professionally a pitcher, but finding himself right at home on the hot corner. We'll see if he's pressed into work this time with Hayden Gibson standing in for Nixa. So Hayden flew out to center field, reached on an error last time. Looked at a very filthy looking slider from Scott Wilson that dipped into the zone for a strike at the knees. Gibson looked at that one way outside, a mistake pitch from the cattleman Scott Wilson, originally from Neosho, Missouri, but now the manager of a large beef operation in Miller, Missouri. It's a little ways to the west of Springfield. Runs about 500 head of cattle. Matter of fact, there was a game earlier this year where Moon City played the primetime game on baseball night in the Ozarks, and as I was leaving the stadium, after all was said and done for the day, I saw Scott Wilson driving off in a pickup truck. He was pulling a trailer, and he had 3 large round bales of hay strapped to the back of it. 2-2 pitch to Gibson. Whoa, way in. Hayden walks away and adjusts the helmet. Thankful, I think, for that chin guard he wears. So the count is full. Wilson's payoff pitch is a changeup up and out of the zone. So Hayden Gibson is aboard with a walk. That is the 5th time this season he has drawn the free pass. So a good year in terms of OBP continues for Hayden Gibson. And he can run. He is on for Tyler Jones. TJ's been on once today. He drew a walk in the 2nd inning. Looking for his first hit of this September 17th. 6 for 11 now is Jones. He has drawn a couple of walks. So that on base percentage a little sharper. Above 500. But Tyler Jones, 48 hits for his career. Would like to just notch 2 today and make it an even half century. 1-0 pitch from Scott Wilson. 2-seamer for a Reich. Lefty against lefty this matchup. Scott Wilson usually brings a cheering section from back home in Neosho to each game. Whoa! Ran that breaking pitch with no break. Sends Tyler Jones scurrying backward, laughing, and now he and Scott Wilson exchanging words a little bit. TJ, no stranger to a little chatter on the infield, even with the opposing team. Swings at that fastball. That's foul into his own dugout. They're going to award second base to Hayden Gibson, so I believe a balk has been called against Scott Wilson. I can't think of any other reason why they would just let Hayden Gibson move up like that. It was not a steal. So 2-2. Wilson looks back and checks the runner. Now winds and fires. He struck him out looking. Or did he? That was... my mistake. So that was a 2-1. Now it's 2-2. Apologies. 2-2 pitch, swung on and chopped foul. We will do another 2-2 pitch for real this time. So I see what happened. It was a balk call, so a no pitch. My mistake. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Tyler Jones. Ooh, wild pitch, bounced in the dirt. No issue for Hayden Gibson to move up and take third. So he's in favorable position for Tyler Jones. Nixa with a 5-2 lead, looking to add to this 3-run advantage. Scott Wilson steps back. Jones steps out. Everybody trying to collect themselves. Now the infielders for the Mavericks move in with 1 out, trying to keep another run off the board. Wilson grip locked it. And Tyler Jones gets the free pass for the second time today. That's back-to-back walks for Scott Wilson. Moon City has a right-hander, King Owens, getting loose in the bullpen way down the left field line under the American flag. He's not, I think he is effectively done with his warm-up, is Owens. There's a jam shot, and Josh Engler swings and fouls it back. So Josh today 1 for 2, has a single and a strikeout. Josh today 1 for 2 for the season, 8 for 17. 1-0, Engler sat back on the changeup and lifts it in the air to right. Avery Hart laid out. Oh no, it's off his glove and he can't come up with it. He pushes it over to the center fielder Emery, but Gibson scores. It is 6-2 for the Suckers. We wait on official word, and yes, it is an RBI and a base hit for Josh Engler. Jamar Avery Hart would have needed an S on his chest to haul that one in. So it's an RBI single for Josh. It is a 6-2 lead for the Nixa Suckers. And the inning continues with 1 down. Runners on first and second, and some speed on the paths for Nixa, with Jones, the lead runner, Engler, the tail runner. Courtney Spitz, the batter. Spitzy 0 for 2 today. Starting to get into that overdue territory, 5 for 16 for the season. 1-0 pitch, 2-seam fastball, bends into the zone for a strike. Fastball bounced but stabbed by the catcher Jake McDaniel. 2-1. Woo, high and tight. So the strike zone starting to fall apart a little for the lefty Scott Wilson. Was pretty sharp through his first couple of innings. But it's going to be decision time soon, I think, for Daniel England and the Mavericks. They'd like Wilson to get out of this one and then clear the way for King Owens to come in perhaps in relief. They may not get that luxury as a ball 4 trickled back to the screen. Runners stay put. But Courtney Spitz is on, and the bases are juiced for Dabisai Pizarro. He's been red hot today, but before we talk about Dabisai, we got to talk about the Moon City skip Daniel England going to the hill, and he will go and get Scott Wilson. So it's another Henry's Towing pitching change for the Moon City Mavericks. It'll be a right-hander, King Owens, coming on to throw for City. The native of Fordland, Missouri, is on. So far in 2023, 2 innings pitched for Owens. He's allowed 1 earned run on 2 hits, walked 1 and struck out 1. Or check that, that was in his last outing actually. For 2023 cumulatively, 7 1/3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs on 10 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. King, for his career, he's a long hauler here in the GRBL. Came into the season having pitched 106 1/3 innings, giving up 53 earned runs. 19 of those were in 2022, 72 strikeouts to 46 walks, a 4.49 ERA. So Owens, for his career, 76 strikeouts, top 10 all-time in the GRBL in terms of strikeout pitching. But King came off of a 2022 season that he would say was flat-out disappointing. His exact words to me were, "I was just bad." Not making any excuses, said he just did not feel prepared when the season got going, and he never truly felt comfortable on the mound for the Ozark Mountain Ducks, but gamely hung in and tried to throw as best he could for what was a struggling Ozark Mountain Ducks club. And still stinging a little bit from his 2022 season as Owens. Looking to get things right here in 2023. When he is on, he is absolutely one of the most reliable veteran inning eaters in grip and rip baseball. So the right-hander Owens' first offering to Dabisai Pizarro is a fastball down for ball 1. Pizarro 2 for 2 today, a triple and a single. Dobby looked at a breaker there that evens the count. So Pizarro now 4 for 14 for the campaign out of Park University. Just graduated in 2023, as a matter of fact. His senior year at Park cut short by injury. So Dabisai Pizarro just didn't quite have baseball out of his system when he showed up for tryouts at Grip and Rip. And he has been a lot of fun to watch, both with a baseball bat in his hand, at shortstop, and on the pitcher's mound a little bit too. It's actually a full battery swap for Moon City, as Evan Barnett has come on to catch King Owens. So Daniel England, he really thinks, you know, being a pitcher himself, thinks a lot about these pitcher-catcher relationships. And so he will tend to assign each of his pitchers a caddy. Barnett, I guess, is the caddy for King Owens, among others. It's a full count here for Dabisai Pizarro. Again, Mavericks infielders playing in, trying to keep another run off the board. It is a 6-2 advantage for the Suckers right now. Bases loaded, bottom of the 4th, and 1 out. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. Owens rocks and fires. Fastball swung on, back, off of the front of the press box. Right in front of the camera, as a matter of fact. Sure hope Derek's all right. So we'll do it again. Payoff pitch from Owens. Oh, Dobby. No, he didn't touch it. He wasn't sure if he touched it. No, it's a wild pitch. Back to the screen it went, and across home plate comes the runner for Nixa. So it is a walk to Pizarro and a wild pitch, scoring a run. 7-2. Weird sequence there. but a run comes across. So Ryan Cram will bat for Nixa. Runners on second and third now. So yeah, and Pizarro's been called out, so that wasn't a walk. It was a... That is strange. He struck out on a wild pitch, I guess, or a dropped third strike. Odd sequence of events. Ryan Cram puts this one in the air to center field. Back is Emery. Settles under it in time to make the grab, and the inning is over, but not before the Nixa Suckers scratch 2 runs across. RBI single for Josh Engler, the highlight of that big 4th inning. So we go to the 5th with the score 7-2. Nixa out in front, Mavericks trying to answer after this.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy?
I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga.
You do yoga?
Every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome.
Engler on to pitch the 5th for the Nixa Suckers. The inning will start momentarily as Sucker skip Courtney Spitz, doubling as the catcher, took a moment to get on the chest protector, the helmets, and the shin guards. So Engler will go out to work for the 5th inning, and after that, Nixa will have to make a Henry's towing pitching change. By rule, don't do pitch count restrictions in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. All our players 21 and older, out of college eligibility, and not under contract with any pro teams, but we do have an inning limit. Intent of the rule, number 1, prevent injury from overuse, but number 2, it's got some strategic elements to it. It forces each team to use at least 3 pitchers per game, and can create some interesting strategy moves as a game unfolds. Evan Barnett stands in for Moon City. It will be Barnett, Hooper, and Broadstreet for the Space Cowboys, top of the 5th. Evan Barnett, Springfield, Missouri native, went to Parkview High School. He's 23 years old. Swung on and lined that one well into center field. Ryan Cram leaped, flying through the air like Baryshnikov, taking it away from going to the wall. It's a single and a nice piece for Evan Barnett. So he's on for Nicholas Hooper, who's 1 for 2 today, having a pretty good start to his rookie year. Or I guess midway through his rookie year now. Hooper puts that one into right. That's a base hit. So the Mavericks getting a little something going. They've got 1st and 3rd back-to-back hits from Evan Barnett, and then Nicholas Hooper singles to right. And here comes the hot-hitting Harrison Broadstreet. Harry B, 2 for 2 today, 11 for 19 in 2023. It is officially Harrison Broadstreet's best season ever. What would make it better? Well, first of all, for the Mavericks to come back in this game, down by 5. Looking for heroes in the 5th. He swings and misses at a Josh Engler slider. Nothing in 1. Broadstreet puts this one up the middle. Great dive by Pizarro. He's going to step on the bag himself and fire to first. 6-3 double play for Davisai. 1 run does score for Moon City, but 2 outs go on the board. Big time play there for Pizarro, taking what is given. 7-3 the score now. Suckers still in front. Here's Brady Welsh. So Brady Welsh 1 for 2 with a single and a run batted in today. So Brady 5 for 12 as it stands. There's a strikeout looking. Josh Engler responds in a big way. That will end the day on the pitcher's mound for Engler. We'll bring you his final numbers when we come back. 7-3 is the score. Nixa Suckers have a 4-run advantage. Bottom of the 5th right after this.
Redline Athletics is the Ozarks' #1 youth sports performance training center. Redline uses the latest in technology, equipment, and techniques to help kids ages 8 to 18 prepare for competition in all sports, with our #1 goal to make them a better athlete first. Redline Athletics now offers team training. Bring your full squad in for workouts with our professional staff and boost their speed, strength, agility, and skills. Train like a pro at Redline Athletics, located in Southeast Springfield, just off James River Freeway in South Glenstone.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Bit of a defensive realignment to tell you about for Moon City. Owens stays on to pitch. Barnett still in there catching. Lance Kennedy, the extra hitter, has come on to play first base in the stead of starter Michael Barnes. And Tyler Collison is on to play second base. He started the game on the pitcher's mound, but he has been Moon City's starting second baseman up until this game. So back into familiar territory goes Collison after a pretty fine start at second base for Ryan Burks. Left side of the infield stays the same. It's Brady Welsh at third base, Harrison Broadstreet at shortstop, and the outfield remains the same. Hooper, Emery, and Avery Hart. Ben Wade bats for the Nixa Suckers. We'll see if the rookie can continue to stay hot against King Owens, who misses with a curveball to start the plate appearance. 1-0. Wade thought about it and checked. Maybe should have thought a little harder. It's a called strike. Ben Wade watches a 1-1 run inside. He is now 9 for 17. 2 triples. Swings and chops this one to the shortstop. 2-hopper to Broadstreet. Throw across to Kennedy right on the button in time to get the very dangerous Ben Wade out. It's going to bring up Wyatt Gold. First GRBL hit of Gold's rookie year came in the second inning of this game. It was a broken bat single and an RBI. At the time, put the Fish up 3-1. Two and 0. Oh goodness, we have I forgot the kids race at the conclusion of this 5th inning. May stay around and bring that to you live. Haven't done that all year. Here's a swing and a foul ball back off the bat of Wyatt Gold. I'll try to get a look at the quality of the combatants. I've just been informed they're going to be racing for a hot dog from Commissioner Tony Lewis. Swinging another grounder, Broad Street backhand. Tough throw, but a one hop and a sticky glove for the first baseman Lance Kennedy to get the out. So back to back ground outs to the shortstop this inning for the Suckers, and it brings up a pinch hitter. This is Tommy Schaefer. So Schaefer gets the AB in the stead of his buddy Brock Faulkner. Matter of fact, those guys are neighbors. So Tommy now 1 for 8, got his first hit a week ago. And like his neighbor Brock Faulkner, Tommy last played in the league in 2018, but is making a comeback here in 2023. Curveball from Owens is a ball. It's 2-0. Thankfully for Tommy, King Owens was also in the league back in 2019, so this should be old hat. He's seen this guy before. 2-1. Schaefer played for the Henry's Towing High Rollers, who won the championship in 2019 under the guidance of Justin Skinner, 3-time Howard Bell Trophy champion. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Schaefer. Owens rocks and fires. Fastball. Block attempt by Evan Barnett. Not sure what part of his apparatus that ricocheted off of, but got way out of there. It's a full count. Fielders play Schaefer pretty well straight away. Owens winds and deals, and he walked him. Tommy Schaefer, first base runner of the inning for Nixa, is aboard. So with the Suckers leading by 4, their number 10 man, Alex Locke, comes to the dish. Alex has walked and grounded out to third today. First offering he sees from Owens is a ball low. And the Fish have Clay Odell in the on-deck circle, so a pinch hitter would make an appearance in the event that Locke can extend this inning. Ball and a strike and 2 outs for Alex Locke. Owens from the chest fires a curveball. Yes, sir. Bananaed that one right into the strike zone. It's 1-2. Fastball, swing and a miss. King Owens gave up a walk and responded with a strikeout. Pretty crisp inning there for His Royal Highness. And so the score stays 7-3 with the Nixa Suckers out in front. And hey, just for funsies, let's bring you a live call of this kids race. Commissioner Tony Lewis is out on the field putting this one on. Looks like we've got 6 entrants, and what Tony's going to do is make a couple of the big kids run backwards in order to even the odds, perhaps. Winner's going to get a hot dog. Kid in a Nolan Arenado jersey looks pretty fast. He is off to the lead, headed for the turn at second. He touches. Here comes a guy in a blue shirt. Oh my goodness, they're looking at each other. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear they were talking trash. They make the turn. It's Cardinals versus Royals, headed to the dish. The Arenado kid by a length. What a run. Royals kid challenged him, but the Cardinals kid reached home plate first. Yes, we do this every game in the GRBL, and if you come out and see it, you can do it too.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
It's a Henry's towing pitching change for the Nixa Suckers as Josh Engler hit the limits, so he's got to come out of this thing, no choice. Although I would imagine they will keep Josh Engler in the order in order to get his bat going. Defensive swaps going on for the Suckers as well. Alex Locke comes on to play second base. Clay Odell is on playing first. Tommy Schaefer is the new third baseman. Tyler Jones has gone out to center field. And let's see what else we got going on here. Right field. That's a guy kneeling. I absolutely can't read his number, but I think that's still Ben Wade. And that is Adam Barton in left for the Fish. So some wholesale substituting going on here for the Suckers. 7-3 their advantage right now. Ryan Cram on the mound. Fastball down for ball one. The batter is Michael Barnes, the Moon City cleanup hitter. Barnes today 1 for 2, has a double. So other than Dobby Cy Pizarro at short, Courtney Spitz behind the plate, and Ben Wade in right, it's a whole new look for the Nixa Suckers, emptying the dugout. Trying to make sure everybody gets some run in today's game, this week 5 of the 7-week regular season. 3-2 pitch to Michael Barnes, struck him out looking. Mikey B not happy with himself there, but a fine pitch by Ryan Cram to start his outing. Lance Kennedy steps in. Final numbers for the Nixa starter Josh Engler. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, gave up 3, but 2 were earned. 8 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. And adequate run support today for Engler. That ball was hot hit off the bat of Lance Kennedy. And off the heel of the glove of third baseman Tommy Schaefer, it went. It will be an error charged to the guy at the hot corner. So nonetheless, Kennedy is aboard. And that's good news for the Mavericks, who need their base runners right now any way they can slice it. Down by 4. Emery thought about it, checked it, and watched ball 1 go outside. Ryan Cram answered back, missing down. Cram this season, 2 innings, 1 earned run on 3 hits, a strikeout and a walk. That was a fastball outside. So Cram down 3-0 to Emery. That was a fastball for a strike. So Ryan attacking down, down, down against the veteran Joe Emery. Pickoff attempt over there at first, where Clay Odell is guarding Lance Kennedy. Emery swings at this one. It's to the shortstop. Pizarro, underhand feed to Locke for 1. Bounced the throw, not in time to turn 2 against the speedy Joe Emery. So the Suckers get 1. They get the lead man Kennedy, and they keep a runner out of scoring position. Here's Tyler Collison re-entering the game. 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to short last time. So Collison 3 for 15 for the campaign. 2 of his hits have been doubles. 1-1 here. Runner takes off and goes. Joe Emery off like a dart. Just absolutely timed Ryan Cram. And motors into scoring position. Ooh, big reach from Tyler Collison on the 1-2. Down on strikes he goes, and Ryan Cram neutralizes the Moon City threat. That will keep the score. Nixa 7, Moon City 3, bottom of the 6th after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
King Owens stays on for Moon City. Mavericks do have a right-hander up in the bullpen. That is Andy Galley, the GRBL Hall of Famer and the league's all-time leader in strikeouts. Getting warm. Would be the first appearance out of the bullpen for Galley in 2023. And he will have to come on in relief at some point. King Owens came on in the 4th, then pitched the 5th. Mavericks still have that 3+ designation available for a pitcher, so Daniel England could use it on Owens, or he could lift King and go to Galley at any point between now and inning number 7. Or check that, inning number 8. We're in the bottom of the 6th right now. Clay Odell, the batter for Nixa, sat back on a breaking ball, swung on and looped it foul. Clay Odell 1 for 7 this his rookie year with a run scored. Fastball swung on. It's 1-2. Odell batting in the first position in the order, on for Hayden Gibson. He was a defensive replacement an inning ago. Swung on. Got a piece there, I guess is the call. Mavericks wanted a little clarity. So we'll do another 1-2. Breaking ball. Odell was ready for it. Launches this into deep center field. Emery. Oh my goodness. That's going to go just beyond his reach, and it's to the wall in center. Odell heading for third. Slides in. Absolutely safe. And a sharp exhale from Clay Odell. The veteran of the United States Marine Corps just legged out a triple. He might feel that one tomorrow, but for the moment, the glory is his. It's another extra base hit for the Nixa Suckers, and Clay Odell has done his job to set the table for Tyler Jones. And the veteran out of St. Louis, TJ, stands in the left-handed batter's box. He's very familiar with King Owens. This is a clash of two veterans right here, right now. Tyler 0 for 1 today, grounded out to second and has walked twice. Whew. Took a very healthy cut at that. Not smiling as he Watusi's out of the batter's box on a swing that dropped him to a knee. 1-1. Owens jammed him with a breaking ball. Jones fouled that one back. And yeah, the signature grin for Tyler Jones. Not happening right now. He wants a hit. Ball and 2 strikes. Infielders once again in for Moon City. Owens hit a changeup that Jones hit back to the screen. Now he chuckles to himself slightly, knowing that might have been his best chance at something over the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Owens comes back with a curve. That will not catch any zone. Counts even. Nobody out. The runner at third is Odell for Nixa. Jones the batter. Owens sets and pitches. Another curve. Jones turned on it. Grounded it sharply right to the guy coaching first base, Brock Faulkner. I don't know if I would have thought about barehanding that one if I were Brock, but a decision was made. Another 2-2 from King Owens. Got him with the change. Upstairs, big strikeout punch for King Owens. His second strikeout of the day gets the veteran Tyler Jones. Situation doesn't get any easier. Here's Josh Engler, 2 for 3 today, a pair of singles and a run batted in. Struck out back in the first. Since then, he's been putting it into play. Josh now 9 for 17. Looked at a strike there. So 529 the batting average currently for Josh Engler. Joked about this with him first week of the season. He said, well, my rookie year I hit really well. I did not hit well my second year. Rebounded back okay. This year I want to be good. I said, hey, it's Josh Engler in an odd-numbered year. This is into play. Throw from the shortstop to the catcher Barnett, not in any position to get the runner Clay Odell. And so Josh Engler is going to get himself a run batted in. Waiting on official scoring. Maybe should be fielder's choice. For now, we will go with the scorer's ruling. Infield single. Bottom line is the score is now 8-3, so Nixa has once again added to its lead off the bat of Josh Engler and Courtney Spitz. Speaking of off the bat, that's well hit into right field. Got out there with so much pace and that Engler will have to stop at second base, but a nice bit of hitting there from Courtney Spitz, his first hit of the day. Keeps the carousel motoring. Still 1 out for the Suckers. It's going to bring up Dabi Sai Pizarro, who's been hot today. 2 for 3, a triple, a single, and a strikeout. And 1 batted in. Here's a grounder to the shortstop. Broad Street, oh, lost it as the runner crossed his field of vision, perhaps. Was thinking about what to do after he fielded the ball, and then didn't end up fielding the ball. Going to charge the error to the shortstop for Moon City. Bases are now chucked, and the batter is Ryan Cram. So Cram, hitless today, flied out to center last time, got hit by a pitch, and reached safely in the second inning. Looked at a strike there. Oh, 1 pitch from Owens, and Cram reached big time. Had a breaking ball in the dirt. Nothing in 2. Curveball, no. Evan Barnett, the catcher, tried to frame it up, but nothing doing there. Owens throws the 1-2 to Cram. Another curve. This one swung on, fouled off, so we'll do the 1-2 again as Ryan Cram spoiled a pitch by Owens. And again, still 1 out for Nixa, so Mavericks infielders looking to make something happen here. Instead, it'll be Nick Hooper in left, settling under it. He makes the catch. Runners will tag up. That's going to go into the books as a sac fly for Ryan Cram out into left field, and that will extend the Suckers' lead to 9-3. So 9-3 the score now. Nixa has put up 2 runs in this bottom of the 6th. And the hot-hitting Ben Wade stands in. Wade 1 for 2 today, a triple and 2 RBIs. He has also walked once. Runners are on second and third for Wade. Looked at a fastball high and tight. Ball 1. Breaking ball swung on, grounded left side. Broadstreet knocked it down. Oh, goodness. Taking advantage of some aggressive base running by the Suckers. In between the bases is Courtney Spitz. It's a pickle, sprinting for the plate. Now the throw back to the pitcher, Owens. He's going to try to catch Spitz at a full sprint. Dives and applies the tag. King Owens winning the track meet, running down the Suckers. Courtney Spitz from behind. Pickle in favor of the Mavericks. And the inning is over, but not before the Nixa Suckers draw blood once more. 9-3 is their advantage. Spitz almost got out of that pickle, but almost doesn't count in baseball. Back with more GRBL baseball right after this. Again, big thank you to our sponsor of streaming coverage here on YouTube. That is Central Bank of the Ozarks. And while we're at it, I'll say a big thanks to Henry's Towing. When you're stuck on the side of the road and you're in a jam, you got to make the right call. You got to let Henry do it.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
You know the meaning of dedication. The early mornings and the late nights spent pursuing your dream. The commitment and passion to turn those dreams into reality. That spirit of dedication is why Central Bank is always there, working behind the scenes, helping you navigate those twists and turns in your journey with solutions that are tailored to meet your business needs. Central Bank. We do business better.
Sticks with right-hander Ryan Cram on the mound. Jamar Averyhart bats for Moon City to get us going in the 7th inning. This game an hour and 58 minutes old as Jamar Averyhart looks at a steer ike. Averyhart swings and pops this one up. It's going to stay on the playing surface. Clay Odell waves off any assistance from his teammates, and the Suckers' first baseman makes the catch a couple of steps into foul territory. So that will retire Averyhart, and it will bring up King Owens. So Owens is batting in the 9 spot. This is his first plate appearance today. Swung on and missed at that. Owens got his first base hit of the campaign a week ago in the form of a bunt single, and he shows bunt again. Suckers were ready for it on the infield as the third baseman Tommy Schaefer looked alive and sprinted in. It's a called strike instead. The 0-2. Owens watched that one dip low and away. So King is 1 for 5 officially with the aforementioned bunt single. Make that 1 for 6 as Ryan Cram struck him out on a breaking pitch. Down goes Owens in the 7th, and it will bring up the catcher spot. This is the number 10 position in the Moon City order. And it's Evan Barnett once again. He singled out into center field last time. So Barnett now 2 for 5. 400 batting average, looks pretty good. It is his second year in the Grip and Rip League. Played for the Ozark Mountain Ducks as a rookie last year. This is swung on and lifted. Could be trouble. Yes, indeed. Down in the tricky triangle in left center field. Evan Barnett. 2 for 2 today. Safe to say, out of the slump. The Parkview High School grad is aboard. And back to the top of the order go the Mavericks. Nicholas Hooper will stand in with his team trailing by 6 runs. 9-3 our score here in the top of the stretch inning. Nicholas Hooper out of Willard, Missouri. Played his college baseball at Lubbock Christian. He was primarily a pitcher for his junior and senior years. This is his rookie year in the GRBL. We are watching it. 2 for 3 today is Hooper. Whew, big check swing at a strike. So he is now 8 for 20 as a rookie. And that's pretty good. That's another 400 batting average. The 1-1 pitch from the rookie Cram to the rookie Hooper is down, and it's 2-1. Fastball. Oh, Cram catches the outer half. That was filthy for a strike. We're all even up now. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ryan Cram from the belt. What on earth? That hit him. That hit him on the elbow. I thought they were going to ring Hooper up on a called third strike, which, for the record, would have been an awful call. Instead, the call is that that baseball hit Nick Hooper on that leading left elbow. And so the inning continues, and this is trouble. Harrison Broadstreet stands in. Street 2 for 3. However, he did ground into a double play last time he was up. Fastball swung on and missed. Nothing fancy there. Ryan Cram just reached back and blew it by. Ball and a strike. Ooh. Broadstreet checked it. It's 2-1. Cram from the belt. After a pause, he winds and fires. Broadstreet lifts this one into shallow right, running in and making the catch. Ben Wade on the run. And a little sigh of relief, perhaps, for the Kansas City native, as he's able to haul in that baseball and send us to the 7th inning stretch with the score: Nixa Suckers 9, Moon City Mavericks 3. 7th inning stretch in the Grip and Rip Baseball League, as always, is brought to you by our friends at Summit's Hot Yoga. No, it's not Summit's Hot Yoga. It is Summit's Hot Yoga. When it's Summit's Hot Yoga, you are going to feel awesome.
I need to change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible.
Try our community classes for only $8. Summit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
So Henry's towing pitching change. And they call on the GRBL Hall of Famer Andy Galley, the league's all-time leader in strikeouts with 186 of them for his career. In 2023, Andy Galley has pitched 15 innings. He has allowed 7 earned runs on 16 hits, struck out 7 and walked 3. That last number uncharacteristically high. It's a 4.2 ERA for Galley headed into this game. And this is his first appearance out of the bullpen, I believe, since 2021. He got ahead of Adam Barton, 0-2, and Adam Barton, nothing like jumping right in against a perhaps angry Andy Galley. Moved from the starter's role into the bullpen for this game as manager Daniel England looked for something that would shake some life into the Moon City Mavericks. It is 1-2 for Adam Barton, make it 2-2. He's hitting in the 8th spot here. Springfield, Missouri native out of Hillcrest High School. Got jammed up, but grounds it to the shortstop. Broadstreet with it. His throw, that's going to get away from Lance Kennedy. So Barton will be safe at first. It's an error charged again to Moon City. That is 4 mistakes on the Mavericks across a little more than 7 innings today. And those errors most certainly telling part of the story of this 9-3 advantage the Mavericks are on the wrong end of right now. Tommy Schaefer bats, swing and a miss there. Galley got him with a breaking ball. Nothing and 1. Check throw. Ejected out of Kennedy's glove. Throw wasn't in time anyway. Schaefer walked last time he made a plate appearance. That was against King Owens in the 5th. It's a different kettle of fish here facing Andy Galley. Galley sets from the chest. And again a check throw. That one a little bit closer to getting Adam Barton, who is probably starting to feel like the grizzled veteran is picking on him a little bit. 0-1 to Schaefer, misses down. Ball and a strike, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, Galley with a change. Schaefer swings over the top, and again they make a check attempt at Adam Barton, who is back safely at first once again. He's having himself a busy inning. He is being pesky. Fastball, no. It's 2-2 to Tommy Schaefer. Staying in the hunt. Galley sets, fires. Got him. Down on strikes. Goes Schaefer, and it's 1 down. Alex Locke bats for the Suckers. Coming up today at 3. Or perhaps a few moments thereafter, it will be the Branson Showmen and the Ozark Mountain Ducks in a GRBL South Division tilt. 6 o'clock tonight, baseball night in the Ozarks here on the YouTube channel. Springfield Metropolitans, the first place team in all the league, playing their adversaries from the GRBL North, the Republic Locos. Locke looked at a strike. Runner Barton took off and swiped second, and Evan Barnett lost the baseball on the exchange from his catcher's mitt to his throwing hand. So a man moves into scoring position for the Suckers. Locke swings and grounds this one foul into his own dugout on the first base side. 0-2 as Locke gets back in. Galley out of Indiana State comes set and delivers. No. Wanted to get Locke to chase a slider out. Instead, counts now 1-2. Next offering, yes sir. Some sinking action over that inner part of the strike zone was enough to get Alex Locke to swing over the top. Back-to-back strikeouts for Galley. Back to the top of the order now go the Nixa Suckers. Here's Clay Odell. So these two guys about the same age. Galley 39, Odell 38. Swings and fouls one off. Clay Odell, a pastor at Glendale Christian Church in Springfield, Missouri. Veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Andy Galley, a Division I dandy at Indiana State who played a year of professional baseball in the Independent Frontier League. 0-2 to Odell. Galley threw a breaker that was swung on and lifted. It's going to stay on the infield, a couple steps back and into the glove of Harrison Broadstreet goes the baseball for the out. The Moon City shortstop able to hang on, and so Andy Galley gets out of the inning facing one man above minimum. To the 8th we will go with the score. Nixa Suckers 9, Moon City Mavericks 3.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
So the Nixa Suckerfish will stay with the kid from Nixa, Missouri, Ryan Cram, out for a third inning of work on the pitcher's mound. Tommy Schaefer, Dabisai Pissarro, Alex Locke, and Clay Odell, the infielders behind him, as Brady Welsh steps into the right-handed batter's box and looks at a fastball for a strike. This is swung on into the air, center field, dropping down in front of the center fielder. Tyler Jones goes a base hit for Brady Welsh, and Welsh is on for the second time today. So he is on for Michael Barnes. Struck out looking last time. That's definitely not a strikeout looking. That's a Texas leaguer into right for a base hit. So the hot hitting continues for Michael Barnes today. 2 hits for him. Another multi-hit game for the kid from Kickapoo High in Springfield, Mo. And for the Mavericks, some much needed base running. Lance Kennedy has reached twice today on errors. Also popped out to first. Kennedy down 0-1 after a foul ball, make it 0-2 as he looked at a steer-ike there. Fastball from Ryan Cram. Cram takes a deep breath, looks back at the runner twice, now comes home, and he gets Kennedy swinging with a slider down on strikes goes the Virginian for the first out of inning number 8. It's going to be Joe Emery. Joey franchise, resides in Springfield, Missouri. An exercise physiologist. Looked at a strike. I'd like to wish his father Tom, who's watching along in St. Peters, Missouri, speedy recovery as he's healing up from back surgery. A little base hit here from his bouncing baby boy would cheer him up, I'm sure. But Emery is down 0-2. And Ryan Cram is dialing back in. Fastball swung on, fouled back. So Joe takes a sec, now steps back in. He'll get another 0-2 offering from Ryan Cram. Ooh, ran that one way in. I like the idea, trying to take advantage of a hitter who might be in protect mode, but that ball did not have the spin to do what Ryan Cram wanted it to do. Whoa! Throws behind Emery. That will definitely advance the runners. So up they go. Welsh to third, Barnes to second, and it's 2 men into scoring position for Emery, who after that wild pitch is now still in a 2-strike count. But it's looking a little more appetizing at 2-2. Emery reached out and fouled that one. Lower concourse first base side foul. Fans starting to file in, both to see the tail end of Suckers Mavericks and to catch our next game, which will be the Branson Showmen and the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Another 2-2 to Emery. Oh, he reached out big time, but the ball gets away from the catcher Spitz. Welsh will score, and Emery will reach on a dropped third strike. Safe at first is going to be the call. 9-4 is the score of the game now. So the Mavericks claw back with 1. Interesting situation and turn of events there. Here's Tyler Collison. First and third are the runners. Still 1 away. Here's a pickoff attempt by Ryan Cram on Joe Emery, who gets back standing. Did the old move where you get the right foot back and then just stand there like a statue. Lil Murph, Tyler Collison. 0 for 2 today. Swings and grounds this one off of the pitcher's mound, fielded by the shortstop Pizarro, and then he sailed the throw on the run over the head of Clay Odell. Another run scores for the Mavericks. It is 9-5 on what will ultimately be chalked up as a fielder's choice. Excellent job by Pizarro, first of all, just to field that baseball, as it was lined by Collison sharply off the front of the pitcher's mound. Jamar Averyhart stands in. One for 3 today. Swung and a 1-0 pitch. Fouled it off the catcher's shin guard. Ball on a strike to Averyhart. Fastball missed up and out. So the Indiana native ahead 2-1. Cram comes set from the belt. That's over the plate. And Averyhart too slow on the swing. Like Jamar was thinking that ball was going to slide. Instead, it was a two-seam fastball. 2-2, that's out of the zone. Nice eye from Averyhart. Typically takes a pretty good approach to hitting. Counts even. 3-2. Oh, that hit Avery Hart right on the back, right on the number 9 in the center of the jersey. Ryan Cram plunked him. So Andy Galley, the pitcher, will hit for himself in this spot. Andy looking for his first hit of 2023. But I will note he was a high school center fielder and took a lot of ABs at that level. And has from time to time gotten some big hits in this league. I remember a 2 RBI double he smacked on behalf of the Branson Showmen in 2020 very well. He pitched a gem and then late in the game was fed up with some of his teammates and said, "Give me the bat." Went up there and hit what stood up as a game-winning RBI. 2-1 for Galley, facing the young gun Ryan Cram. And I mentioned Andy Galley took a lot of ABs in high school, and Andy 39, Ryan Cram 22. That means when Andy was playing high school baseball, Ryan Cram was an infant. Gotta love the fun of grip and rip baseball where there's a lower age limit, but the only upper limit is ability and finding someone willing to draft you. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Andy has worked it full. Runners on, first and second, 2 outs, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cram sets and deals. Fastball, swing and a miss. Well, it got interesting, and the Mavericks did cut the deficit 9-5, but Ryan Cram and the Suckers are able to punch their way out. 9-5 is the advantage for Nixa. Back with more Grip and Rip baseball right after this.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away. Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already out of energy?
I haven't felt that way since I started doing yoga.
You do yoga?
Every morning. Best change I've ever made.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's hot yoga. You are gonna feel awesome.
Well, no surprises here. Andy Galley back to the hill for the Mavericks. I would imagine they will ask him to go the rest of the way. Bottom of the 8th, Tyler Jones steps in for Nixa. It'll be Jones, Engler, and Spitz for the Fish as TJ swung over the top of a slider. Count now 1-1. Galley came back with a change. That's a swing and a miss. TJ chuckling to himself, taking his time getting into the batter's box, knowing exactly what he's doing to Galley, who typically likes to work at a pedal-to-the-metal pace. It is 2-2. Oh my goodness, another, can't tell if that's the curve or the change. Whatever it was, it sunk, and Tyler Jones is sunk down on strikes. Andy not throwing a lot of gas. He's getting it done. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts by way of the off-speed stuff. Well, here's Josh Engler. Scored 3 for 4 on the day with a pair of runs batted in. Looked at a fastball for ball 1. And he missed outside. 2 tall right-handers battling here. That was the change. It's 3-0. Hitters count for Josh Engler. Swung at the 3-0 anyway, because the light was green. Fouled it back off the glass here in the press box. And yes, thank goodness it's Lexan glass. Bouncer in the dirt will walk the Nixa starting pitcher, Josh Engler. So he is aboard. That is the 4th walk of 2023 by Andy Galley. He had 5 walks in the entirety of his 2022 season. Before that, you have to go back to 2017 for the last time Andy walked 5 batters. Courtney Spitz swung on and fouled one back. It's now 1-1 for Spitzy. These two, Spitz and Galley, know each other quite well. Spitz swung on and fouled this one off. So Andy, from 2017 to 2019, managed in this league. He was a player manager for 3 seasons. Took a step back from managing and just concentrated on pitching from 2020 onward. Baseball got tied up in the gear of the catcher Barnett. Spitz stepped out, trying to sell that whole put your hands up thing. Nonetheless, 2-2, and the runner Engler advances into scoring position. 2-2. Swing and a grounder, foul, just foul. Down the first base line. So we'll set up and do that one again. Galley takes a quick glance over his shoulder at Josh Engler. Courtney Spitz swings and lifts this one into left. Hooper, oh my goodness, it's a drop. So Spitz is going to reach safely, and Engler will move to third, and the error was up on the scoreboard before Hooper had corralled the ball and thrown it in. Goodness sakes, it's just been that kind of day for Moon City. 5 errors now. Murphy's Law in effect, and I am not talking about Clay Murphy. We'll see him later tonight with Springfield. Dabi Sai Pizarro looks at a fastball at the letters for a strike. 1st and 3rd for Pizarro, 1 away. Whew. Big cut at a 4-seam fastball. Pizarro is 2 for 4. Down 0-2, swung on and fouled that one off. So Pizarro's improved to 4 for 16 for the season, hitting .250. Galley wanted a called 3rd strike, didn't get it. Body language most certainly telling his thoughts. It's 1-2. Pizarro swings over the top at the slider, down on strikes. Goes Dabi, 2 outs go on the board. Galley's now got 4 Ks. And it will bring up Ryan Cram. Chance for Cram to help his own cause a little here. Here's a check throw. Whoa. Well, the ball got out of the mitt of Tyler Collison on the tag. That allows a run to come across for the Suckers, and it is 10-5 on the throw. So a 5-run advantage once more for Nixa. Ryan Cram looks at a strike. Mixed bag for him today. Hit by pitch, strikeout, fly out to center, and a sacrifice fly to left. There's another ball getting away from Barnett, who got down in the dirt to make a block. That moves a runner up to third base. That is Courtney Spitz, the catcher and manager for the Suckers. Swung on and driven toward the gap in left center field by Ryan Cram. Spitz will score easily, and then the throw was to first, not second, so Cram stands tall with an RBI double. (11-5) the score. Ryan Cram gets his first hit of the day at a good time. And he is aboard second base for Ben Wade, who's ahead 1-0. And he throws one through the wickets of his catcher. Head rocked back in disbelief. And that's been it. Not a good day with the gloves for Moon City. Really at any position. Wade looked at an off-speed pitch for ball 2. Swinging a liner out to right. Wade with the oppo juice. It's another hit for Ben Wade and another RBI as well. Ben Wade is now 2 for 4 and has batted in 3 runs today. It is a 12-5 advantage. And Adam Barton bats for Nixa. Still 2 outs. No activity to report in the Moon City pen, so they're going to stay with the veteran Andy Galley. Nixa, however, does have Dabi Sai Pizarro, a right-hander, getting warm for them. And they will have to go to somebody in the 9th because Ryan Cram is out of eligibility. Ugh. Might have to learn how to talk before the 3 o'clock game between the Showmen and the Mountain Ducks. Nothing in 2 for Adam Barton with 2 down and a runner at second. Galley from the chest. Rocks and deals, that's outside. Barnett managed to hang on. Looking the part of the rodeo cowboy there, circling all the way around. 1-2. Runner goes, Barton swings. This is in the air to right. Avery Hart adjusted. First couple of steps were in, then he ranged back and made the catch for out number 3. So the Suckers pad their lead. 2 runs go on the board in the bottom of the 8th. And the Fish lead 12-5. Back with the commercial-free 9th inning. Right after this, it is Grip and Rib Baseball, live and free all day long on our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you've got a favorite player, make sure you like and subscribe.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Joselina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Commercial-free 9th inning brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks. 12-5 the advantage for the Nixa Suckers in the score column. It's a Henry's Towing pitching change for the Fish. They call on number 4 out of Florida, Puerto Rico, Dabi Sai Pizarro. He was a position player only in college at Park University. He told me the last time he had pitched competitively in a baseball game, he was about 16 years old before he took the mound here in the GRBL. Not a save situation here, most certainly, with a 7-run advantage. Dabi Sai Pizarro from the mound in 2023. 6 innings, 5 earned runs on 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, 6 walks. So a little bit of everything for the Puerto Rican right-hander with a 3/4 arm delivery. Pretty standard fare in the repertoire. And we will see what El Chavo can do. Courtney Spitz stays behind the plate for Nixa. They have moved Josh Engler out to shortstop, with Pizarro going to the mound. Other than that, Tommy Schaefer at third base, Alex Locke at second, and Clay Odell is the first baseman. Evan Barnett checked a swing at strike one. Barnett 2 for 2 today, big open right-handed stance. Still Adam Barton in left. Hayden Gibson has gone to center field. And I believe the Suckers are still using Ben Wade in right. It's been a big day for Wade. 2 for 4, 3 runs batted in and a walk to go with it. Josh Engler, however, has driven in the game-winning run, or what would stand up as the game-winning run. Here's a grounder. Nice job by the third baseman, Tommy Schaefer. Staying down with that one. Down the line, making the grab and the throw. So 1 down. Not sure. May have to do the cop-out when it comes to the Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game and give it to 2 guys. Engler has won it before, though, although each game should be treated with a certain degree of isolation. Nick Hooper looks at a strike. If you don't know what that means, don't worry. That's just me talking to myself and our director, Derek Saiko. 1-1 to Hooper. Big cut. Swing and a miss. Got fooled with some off speed there. One, 2. Fastball outside. Two. Ooh. Check that. That was a 3-2, and Hooper is awarded first base. So we're not done yet. Moon City in the 9th. Trailing by 7. 1 down, and a man aboard for Harrison Broadstreet. Street today, 2 for 4, with 1 batted in, a pair of singles. A pickoff is successful. They call him out. Hooper, not quite to the level of incensed, but certainly raising protest. Not leaving the bag. So not called out. Or called out? What is occurring? No. They're leaving him on. All right. So it is 1 out. Pitch to Broadstreet. Swung on. Down the left field line it goes. This is going to be trouble. That is fair. Hooper takes off around second and is gunning for third. Broadstreet is going to make it to second base. A double for the stand-up comic, Harrison Broadstreet. He improves to 3 for 5 on the day. Absolutely hitting the lights out in 2023. And the Mavericks threatening a rally. Is it too little too late? Well, Brady Welsh 2 for 4 today. He swings and lifts one, tailing. That is going to get over the net into the seats, first base side, safely foul. Caught on 1 hop by a fan who didn't have to leave his seat. That was some nice coordination there. 0-1. Suckers need to wake up a little, perhaps. This one's not over yet. Pizarro's pitch to Welsh. Next offering. Breaking ball on the inside. Nothing doing there. So Brady Welsh is now 6 for 14. 2 for 4 today. Swings and sends one deep into left center field. Over to get that, and making the catch is Barton, the left fielder for Nixa, but a run does come across for Nick Hooper, so it's a sac fly for Welsh. One run does score. It is now 12-6. Michael Barnes, another guy who's been hitting. He's 2 for 3 with a double today. Mikey B, the surgical assistant, is now 9 for 15. Chopper to the shortstop. Engler back from the grass, not in time, his throw. So Barnes reaches safely. Gotta be an infield single. You gotta give that to him. Josh Engler made a fine effort, but there was just too much air under the ball, and it took too long to come down into the shortstop's mitt. So that creates runners on the corners. And a wild pitch got away from the catcher, Courtney Spitz. That brings Broadstreet home. It is now 12-7. Mavericks have scored twice here in the ninth, but they still trail by 5. Kennedy looked at a fastball high. It's 2-0. Fastball that time missed low. A little overcompensation perhaps for Dabisai Pizarro, the pitcher. It's 3 balls, no strikes for Kennedy. Ooh, swung at that. Just got over the top. Pizarro got Kennedy leaning all of his weight into that swing. 3-1. And he walked him. So Lance Kennedy is aboard. That sets up first and second for Joe Emery. Officially 0-3 today. Swings and misses. Weirdly also has 2 runs batted in. Count is now 0-2 as Emery fouled that one straight back to the screen. Timing was good. Bat path a little too low. Nothing in 2 with 2 away. Pizarro winds and fires. Struck him out looking, and it is all over. 12-7, your final score. The Nixa Suckers victorious over the Moon City Mavericks. Nixa snaps out of a 2-game skid and improves to 3-2. First place in the GRBL South Division stays with the Fish. Your Elite Promotions elite performer of the game in this one. Oh, what do we want to do? Let's go nuts here. Let's give it to the kid, Ben Wade. 2 for 5 with a walk, had a triple, and 3 runs batted in. So Ben Wade, your Elite Promotions elite performer of the game. We will also give a strong nod to pitcher Josh Engler today. He was 3 for 4, batted in a couple of runs, also drew a walk. Had a couple of RBI singles over the course of this one, including, well, no. Yes, actually including. Same guy, different inning, different hit, but Josh Engler's hit in the 6th will stand up as the game-winning run in this one. So 12-7, your final. Nixa Suckers defeat the Moon City Mavericks. Stick around. We will try to chat with a couple of members of the victorious Fish on the other side of this break. Moon City Mavericks, meanwhile, drop to 2-3. Next games for these two teams will be September 24th, a Sunday. Moon City back in the noon game, taking on a division rival, the Springfield Metropolitans. Nixa Suckers will head to prime time, 6 p.m. baseball night in the Ozarks on September 24th. They host their rivals, the Ozark Mountain Ducks. Back with some more post-game right after this. It is the Grip and Rip Baseball League on YouTube. Welcome you back to U.S. Baseball Park. Rance with you live. The Nixa Suckers winners today, 12-7. They dispatch of the Moon City Mavericks. A non-divisional rival, but an important win for the Fish nonetheless as they hold it down first place in the GRBL South Division. Pleased to be joined by our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game, right fielder Ben Wade. And Ben, let's start with the big number. 3 wins in the win column, and you guys snap out of a 2-game skid. That's got to feel tremendous.
It does feel tremendous. We've been hitting the ball quite well, so it's nice to actually get some of the runs in finally.
Well, speaking of hitting the ball quite well, today you did that. 2 for 4, a triple, a single, and 2 runs batted in. That makes you 10 for 19 for the season. So you've been hitting it well every game. What's the secret?
Fastballs. Swing out a lot of fastballs now, but it's nice whenever everybody's hitting the ball. That way we can get through the order as many times as possible. So getting to see a lot of pitchers and a lot of pitches is definitely nice.
So you're one of 9 true rookies on this Nixa Suckers club here in 2023. It's a fun mix of young guns, and you've had the biggest gun thus far with those 10 hits. I know you were a 3-sport athlete in high school, is that right?
Yep.
But when was the last time you had looked at live pitching before you came out and tried out in the GRBL?
High school, yeah.
So it's been 4
been a
years.
while, yeah.
I know you've got your college degree from Missouri State. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've seen softball pitching. I haven't seen full speed pitching, since high school. So
what was that like the first time you stood in that batter's box for the first time in a while?
A little nervous to say the least, but no, it's competitive, and I just being able to play again is a lot of fun. So
Well,
had to come give it a try.
Let's talk about the day job for you. I mean, it's interesting always to talk to guys who are fresh out of college. So you've done, as the old NCAA commercials used to say, you've gone pro in something else. You're in finance.
Yeah, I'm working over at Anheuser-Busch, Will Fisher. So it's a lot of fun to be able to come out here after working a long week. So it's enjoyable.
Gives kind of a new meaning to the phrase beer money.
Yeah, for sure.
Might have to be your new nickname if you keep hitting the ball this well. So, let's talk about just what this means for you guys. You have one of the youngest and most exciting clubs. You just snapped out of a 2-game skid. As you head into the stretch run, this is kind of going to be your first experience heading into the really, really meaty part of a GRBL season. But you get your old friends, the Ozark Mountain Ducks, coming up next Sunday night. So, kind of a first look at some familiarity for you.
Yeah, it'll be nice, especially because the first time we played them, I think I went like 1 for 3. So hopefully we can keep the hits going.
1 for 3 for a lot of guys is pretty good. When you get up into your 30s like me, 1 for 3 is not so bad, pal.
That's fair,
but yeah, certainly just really good to have you up here, and congrats on the win today, and congrats on what is a very good rookie season.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
That is Ben Wade, or as we might have just rechristened him, Beer Money. 10 hits, and we'll keep that in mind as we start to think about some of the postseason awards as well. But for Wade and the Suckers, it's on to the next one, September 24th, baseball night in the Ozarks. They will take on the Ozark Mountain Ducks. That is going to chase us. We will shut down this stream, come back on the channel, bring you our 3 o'clock game between the aforementioned Ozark Mountain Ducks and the Branson Showmen. Until then, for Derek Saiko, my name is Rance Berger. Good afternoon from Ozark, Missouri.